Whispers of wind and hoofbeats, a mythic beginning. Long ago on the Iberian Peninsula, storytellers said horses were born from the wind itself. Mares turned their faces to the zephyr and conceived foals of speed, spirit, and grace. Not mere animals, they said, but creatures of divine breath and earthly fire. Their hooves struck sparks from the southern soil, carrying heroes into impossible battles. This beautiful myth holds a truth. Iberian horses inspired awe from the very start. Even practical Romans recorded the legend, Lusitanian mares, the wind as sire, praising unmatched swiftness and stamina. The truth was simpler and grander. Evolution shaped a horse perfectly tuned to rugged land and dry climate. Myth fueled selective breeding, the romantic ideal guiding practical hands for centuries. Before studbooks and pedigrees, there was a story about a truly great horse. The horse's story in Iberia begins deep in prehistory, long before the first myths. Wild herds roamed these lands tens of thousands of years ago. Archaeology, fossils, tools, and cave art is our first record. At Altamira and other Spanish caves, powerful, stocky equines stand immortalized on stone. Around 4000 to 3000 BCE, domestication unfolded. Not an event, a centuries-long process. Horses became partner, tool, transportation. Distances shrank, trade expanded. Mobility reshaped society, fueling an early wave of Iberian globalization. Outside forces, Phoenicians, Celts, Carthaginians, added to the genetic tapestry. Rome prized Iberian horses, systematized breeding, and valued agility, strength, and trainability. Superb in war and spectacle, the Iberian horse evolved from wild prey to prized war machine. The Pura Raza Española, forging Spain's crown jewel. The Andalusian, Spain's most famous breed, a living work of art. Fused from North African barbs and strong native Iberian lines, it took the best of both worlds. Courage, stamina, proud bearing, intelligence, and grace. Through Middle Ages and Renaissance, it became the ultimate status symbol, the preferred mount of nobility, revered for agility and beauty. Carthusian monks preserved pure bloodlines with meticulous care. Powerful neck, compact frame, distinctive profile, and movement elevated, forward, and cadenced. Natural collection and quick turns made it ideal for haute école and the battlefield, the Andalusian, the PRE. In the Reconquista, Spanish cavalry became a formidable force. Bred for courage, agility, and responsiveness, a knight's life depended on it. Turn, stop, and strike with speed, the horse as a living weapon. At Spain's imperial height, these horses sailed to the Americas, transforming history. Man on horseback was awe-inspiring, a tactical and psychological shock. Beyond war, horses powered agriculture, plows, carts, mills, the muscles behind daily life. Not elegant parade steeds, but strong, patient, resilient partners. Trust forged in work. Spain's drovers' highways moved livestock between seasons, living pathways shaped by hooves. From battlefield drama to rural rhythm, hoofbeats marked Spain's march through time. More than a beast of burden, the horse stands at the heart of Spanish culture. At ferias, especially in Andalusia, the horse takes center stage. Traditional dress, immaculate grooming, ornate tack, a choreographed dance. Performance runs deep, including the controversial Regioneo on horseback. It demands agility, bravery, and exquisite training, inches from danger. To some, a brutal blood sport. To others, a high art. Painters use Spanish steeds as symbols of nobility, power, and freedom. In music and dance, the horse's rhythm echoes through passion and pride. Festivals keep traditions alive, passing horsemanship from one generation to the next. At Spain's height, Andalusians were Europe's finest. Their blood-improved breeds, Lipizzaner, Frisian, Kladruber, the Baroque ideal in motion. Spanish horses traveled as prized gifts and breeding stock. A handful of horses became founders of vast New World populations. Released or escaped, they multiplied across endless grasslands. From Mustang to Criollo, indigenous and frontier cultures were reshaped by the horse. Surprising fact, every American breed traces back to Spanish arrivals. Horses, long extinct there before Columbus. Cowboys, gauchos, native horsemen, entire identities seeded by the Spanish steed. Intelligence, stamina, and strength leapt oceans, leaving an indelible hoofprint on the world. Engines roar and signals fly, the horse's old jobs are largely gone. Fields, distance, and warfare moved on. But the horse did not disappear. It shifted from necessity to passion, sport, and companionship. Riding thrives, dressage, endurance, exhibitions, new arenas for ancient talents. Spanish breeds shine worldwide as elite athletes and beloved partners. Schools and studs preserve methods and bloodlines for future generations. A new calling, therapy. Calm, intuitive Spanish horses help heal bodies and hearts. Motion and presence reduce stress, build confidence, and reconnect us. Warriors, workers, artists, and friends. Their roles changed, their significance did not. A living link to a complex past, beauty, strength, and the spirit of Spain.